What is going on, guys? My name is Jay and I'm back with episode 10 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. So before I get into what I've actually been doing in the world, I figured that I'd show you that I've actually converted to instant health splash potions for my mob grinder. In case you didn't know, any undead mob like skeletons or zombies or whatever, if you use a splash potion then it will kill them. Instant health splash potion, that is. So I figured I'd show you quickly that it's pretty effective, and as you can see, get all that nice XP. And the reason I'm getting this XP is because my level 50 diamond pick has run out. So hopefully I'll enchant another one this episode. Probably do that towards the end of the episode. And I'm thinking I'm also going to enchant a bow, but I'll do that off camera because you don't want to see me grinding out this XP, because it's just me going AFK for half an hour or whatever and letting these zombies gather up. So as you can see, quite a bit of XP. I don't know if this will take me to level 50. Nope, looks like it's going to get me to just under 48. So I'll do a bit more grinding off camera before the end of the episode and we will go enchant a pickaxe. So I'm going to get started on showing you what I've been doing since we last saw, and I'm just going to turn up my sound a second because I don't think you're getting any sound because I turned it down because of the zombies. So be right back. So I've sorted my sound out, guys, and hopefully you can hear what's going on now. The first thing I'm going to show you that I've been doing is I've just been breeding a lot of sheep because I want to start on my wool farm soon. So I figured if I start getting sheep bred, then that'll help with that. I believe I'm going to need 36 sheep, no, 32 sheep, because I want 2 of each colour and there's 16 colours. So I've just started breeding a load of sheep. I think we're up to about 30, so I should have enough soon, and then I can actually start building what I want to. I suppose the second thing that I'm going to be showing you this episode is, oh shut up zombies, is this little path right here, just outside the house, and I'll show you what that looks like from here. Yeah, it looks alright, and as you can see I've just put some lighting and some stairs in up here. And you might be wondering what this is. Well, I got fed up of cooking food, so I decided to go and find myself some abandoned mine shafts, and as you can see in my hotbar I've got some melons. That's because I managed to find some melon seeds. I was actually really lucky and they were in the first chest I found in the abandoned mine shafts. So I've set up this melon farm. So I come here, stand on this pressure plate, and all the melons get knocked off and come down to me. There's a couple that get caught up, but it's not a big problem being as though I get like a stack every time. So yeah, it's a pretty nice auto melon farm. As you can see, it's fairly compact. It's not too big, and it works really nicely. So that's the total size of it if you wanted to see. It's not too big, and I don't know why, but I sort of went for like an Egyptian feel with the actual look of it, and I think it looks pretty nice, so I'm pleased with that. And yeah, it works well and it looks pretty good. I'm actually going to go into my test world before the end of the episode and basically show you a stripped down version of this and show you how it works quickly. And yeah, I'll show you how to build it for yourself. So if you want to build it, you can do. Looks like we had another melon grow. So what else have I been doing? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but there used to be a pretty big hole in the ground here. Yeah, there was a ravine which I've got rid of. I've terraformed and built over the top, And the main reason for that was because it was kind of annoying. I'm probably going to want to build stuff here, so I decided, yeah, whatever, we'll just go over the top of it, and I lit it up so mobs shouldn't really spawn down there. And I did a layer about 4 thick, I think, over the top of it, so if I'm building on it, then hopefully we won't fall through, but you never know, we might do, and probably end up dying, but oh well. So that's what I've been doing in this side of the world, and I've also been doing a bit of work in the Nether, because as you saw, I'm using splash potions now for the grinder. So I've been doing a bit of Nether wart farming, and been getting some golden nuggets for the glistening melons. And I also went creeper hunting, which went quite well. Got quite a lot of gunpowder. I already had quite a bit, but this helps a lot, so that's good. And I just put in a workbench as well for making the glistening melons or whatever. As you can see, I think it looks pretty good at night outside there. I think I've done a fairly nice job of that. Hope you like it as well. So, as I was saying, that's basically it for the main world, and we'll go into the Nether now and see what's going on down there. This is my 10th episode of my Let's Play, I believe. So, as I promised, I'll be putting up a world download, and I'll probably be a Gamefront link, because I think that's the most trusted website really for downloads. So yeah, this is my semi-auto farm, if you want to call it that. I've got 2 of them back to back using the same redstone line, so hopefully, well, I believe this is the most compact you can do it without having a string of them next to each other, because I didn't want to walk on the soul sand, so I thought I'd do it this way. And I'll just show you how it works. So if I hit the button, and that failed. Why is that failing? So yeah, I figured out what the problem was. The problem was that I'd put a torch on here, and I forgot that I'd inverted it at that end, so this end doesn't need to be inverted. So if I hit the button now, it should work perfectly. That was my mistake, and it was working properly, but I messed around with the design slightly, and yeah, I just forgot to, well, I inverted it one too many times. So now, as you can see, Nether wart pops off, run along and collect it, and same on this side, and then to plant it, just run along like so, and do the same on the other side. And it's probably not the most efficient space wise, but it's a pretty nice design because you don't have to run along the soul sand, you can run next to it, and it's really annoying getting slowed down on the soul sand, so I figured this would be the best design. There is 11 spaces on each side for a total of 22 farming spaces, and once it's fully grown, I think you get 3 Nether wart off each, so that's 22 times 3, 66 return off 1 full yield. So it should keep me going for a while, being as though 1 Nether wart does 3 potions. So yeah, that's all I've really been doing in the Nether. Something else which I've added is I built this little house because I got fed up with the ghasts, and I just put a little piston door in and made it look alright on the outside. But this is just a sort of mini base. I'll probably do a decent Nether base in future because I want to set up a gold nugget farm, and yeah, probably do some other stuff in the Nether, blaze farm, etc. Like I said, there's a blaze spawner down there. So that's basically what I've been doing in my world. If you want a tutorial for this, please feel free to let me know, and I'll get up a tutorial for that as soon as possible. And other than that, that's about it. I'm going to go over to my test world now and show you how I built that melon farm. So I'm over here in my test world now, and this is the design I decided to go for the melon farm. And as you can see, there's 2 melons on the inside, space for it to grow on the outside, and then pistons behind. And then when that gets pushed, pistons extend and push the melons off. So I'm going to show you how I build it and how I get the redstone up, because it actually confused me for a little while how to get the redstone up, but I figured it out now. So we'll come over here and start over here. So the first thing that you want to do is basically build where your melons are going to go. So if you want them starting at floor level, you'd have 4 pieces of dirt here, and then an air gap above for the melons to grow, and then this would be second layer, and so forth and so on. So that would be 1, 2, 3 sets of melons. You don't want to fill in behind the melons, and well, these want to be pistons, but so the gaps you want to put 2 blocks in the middle, and pistons facing towards the first lines that you put down. So do all 3 layers, and again put your pistons down here like so. So if I can just grab a hoe quickly, and what can I get rid of? I'll get rid of this sandstone. So this is where your melon seeds would go, but the problem is these aren't getting any water at the moment, so they wouldn't work very well, and eventually they'd probably uproot. But the way I do it, you can actually have water like basically next to the dirt, so I'll show you how to do that. And if you do it like I did in my Let's Play world, then you don't actually have to have this, and you can just have it so that the water comes down the middle in a stream like I did. But personally I think this way is better, so I'll show you this like so, then cover the back up, and that wasn't a good idea, so place this back like so, destroy that, and cover this one up as well, like this. So now we can just put our water behind there, which is a little difficult to do, so I'll just destroy that. And same again up here, place the water next to the farmland, and if you really want to, you can do it at the bottom as well. Yeah. So still down there? Yeah. Yeah, there's water down there. So as you can see, the water just goes directly next to the farmland, and that'll keep them dry and whatever. Then the next thing that you want to do is extend these and put blocks above. So basically put blocks behind the pistons, and that is going to be how your pistons get power. The power is going to go into them blocks, which will power the pistons. So then put ground. Yeah, you then put a block next to where you want your power to go into. So blocks like that. So as you can see, the redstone will come on here and into that block. And we then want to give this power. So the best way to do this is, I'll show you over here, this is the way that I figured how to do it, and I believe this is, personally I think it's the best way. So I don't know if there's other ways out there, there probably will be, but this is just the best way that I found. So your first one will be powered with a torch, and don't forget that this block needs to receive power as well, so this will actually be your first block. So the way I do that is, I'll show you again. The first line that you want to receive power will have a repeater on it with a redstone torch next to it. So come back over here. This is the block that we need to receive power. So we'll put the repeater there, and all of these have repeaters on, so you might as well do that now. And then this needs a redstone torch going into it, and a redstone torch below, and that is going to be your input for when you want this to work. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to put a block on the back of this repeater and put redstone and how did I do this? Redstone, yeah. Redstone going into a block with another torch on it, like so. And then that will basically repeat. Yeah, that's not right. Block, redstone, this one's too low, that needs to go there. Yeah, I thought that looked wrong then. So redstone torch there, redstone dust even. And then again torch on here and block up here with a redstone torch on it, and that pattern would just repeat all the way up. So your next line, you'd have a block on top of this one with redstone dust on it, and that'd go into a torch again. So that'd have a repeater on it again going into your next line, and then you'd have a block on the back of this with a torch on it again, and that would just repeat for as long as you wanted. So that is basically all there is to it now. Now as soon as this torch gets power, which I'll just demonstrate quickly with a button, you could hook it up to a pressure plate, but basically as soon as that torch gets inverted, then all the pistons will extend. The only problem is it's only the first ones that get extended, and that's the main reason I use these repeaters here, because then you can just take redstone out the back and go across them gaps like so. It's another reason for putting them blocks in which hold the water, by the way, sort of dual purpose. And then now when this gets power will be sent through this redstone repeater, which will extend these pistons, and it'll also carry on to extend the pistons on the other side. So now if I hit the button, as you can see, they all get extended. That's all there is to it. Your melons would go... yeah, your melons would be planted on the inside here. And you could always bone meal them up so they grow quicker. And then when these start to grow, like the actual melons, this one will grow onto this spot here, and this one will grow onto this spot here, and same for all of them. So that's how that works. You then probably want to seal this up, and this is just to stop melons getting stuck. So seal these up and over the top, and then you should also do it here as well, just so that if it glitches through the pistons, which it shouldn't do, then it's safe. And on this side as well. So that's all completely sealed now, and if a melon was to grow, it'd grow in one of these spaces, and then when the button was pressed, it'd fall off down here, and you'd obviously just have a water stream or whatever here, and that's how you'd gather it up. So pretty nice, easy design, and it's functional, works well, and as you saw in my world, you can make it look pretty decent. So that's how to do that. But before I go quickly, I'm going to be showing you something pretty special, which I'll probably do a tutorial on next time in my tutorial series. And yeah, this is a long episode, but it's episode 10, so I figured I'd just keep it going. There's a quick drop here, and as you see, all this redstone. But this is what I'm going to show you. Pressure plate here, step on it, and it's an elevator. And I've got a nice little safety system at the top which opens up and closes back over so you can't accidentally fall down. But that's the big project I've been working on, so I'll be showing you that in my next tutorial. Obviously I won't be showing you on a scale like this. Most of this was just copied in MC Edit, so don't think I spent all day placing these blocks. But it's really nice design, it works really quickly, and I figured I'd do a tutorial on it. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please leave it a rating, and feel free to download the world download from a Let's Play and have a play around in there, see what you can find, and feel free to let me know in the comments if you find anything cool that I could use possibly for mob traps or whatever. And yeah, please leave it a rating, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace. As you can see, got a pressure plate here. Wonder what that could be for with an enchanting table here. Well, put my diamond sword in. As you can see, it will only go up to level 5, I believe, is the max, because there's no bookcases around. But if I come in, stand on this pressure plate,